All right, Trey Lance time. And you could tell instantly the 49ers did not prepare Trey Lance to play in this game. Kyle Shanahan said as much after the game when he said the game plan just wasn't suited for Trey. I want to show just some of the things that I liked. Obviously, there are some things that nobody would like, some throws that Trey Lance would like to have back. He said as much after the game. On this first play, this is the type of creativity that you can do in the run game when number 5 is under center. This is going to be a counter bash. So counter is when your backside tackle and your backside guard pull, and the quarterback is going to follow them. Bash means the back goes away from the play, and it works out really well. However, right guard cannot block number 26. Usually an issue. You're going to see George Kittle block Jamal Adams here, and he doesn't hold up very well, but I mean, there's really no excuse to not be able to block a safety with your right. Trey Lance's first 2 throws were hilarious just because everybody's freaking out saying, hey, you drafted the wrong quarterback. Like, come on, you guys. That's not how it works. The only reason I want to show this first throw is because after the game, Kittle said that Lance told him, if my throw is ever that bad, just kick the ball at me. As you can see, throws a wounded duck at Kittle's feet, nowhere near him. But I thought that was pretty funny just that Lance mentioned that to Kittle after the game. All right, this is Lance's first touchdown pass of the game. So the 49ers, what they're going to do is Deebo Samuel's going to run up. He's actually going to fake like he's blocking and then get to the wheel, run up the sideline. Brandon Ayuk's going to run about a 10 and in is what it looks like. Seahawks are in cover 3, very simple. So this cornerback shouldn't chase the in route and should just pass that off to the defender who is going to come down and take him and stay with Deebo Samuel on the wheel. You can tell that's the case just because what Jamal Adams does here, he passes it off and he points in the direction of the cornerback that should be there. There are some coverage rules and coverage principles where you want your safety, your slot player to carry the wheel route on number 2. I do not believe that this is one of those situations. Anyway, here is a look at the 49ers gift. Massive coverage bust. Easy pitch and catch. Not going to get much easier than this for Lance, that's for sure. How about Deebo Samuel? All right, so on this drive, and honestly in this half, the protection, not as great. So Jimmy Garoppolo was pressured 5 times on 24 dropbacks. Lance was pressured 9 to 10 times, I believe, and you really can't blame him for this. In my head, sure, I'd love him to speed up his process, get rid of the ball quickly, but you can see, you can see at the end of the play, all right, so the pressure numbers were quite different for each quarterback. And, you know, Lance is going to hold the ball long. He had a full second, and I think it was even a second and a half longer than Jimmy G did to attempt to throw. On this one specifically, I thought, you know, at first, hey, man, speed up the process, get rid of the ball. And then you watch the play from the end zone view, and you'll see Laken Thompson kind of gets thrown out of the club, and Lance doesn't really have a shot. So play concept, Ayuk's going to go in motion. Again, they just do a good job of holding the underneath defenders by sending a guy in jet motion. And they're going to run double ends. There's actually a really massive throwing lane here for Deebo Samuel, but does not matter because Lance gets the ball tipped thanks to the defender being right in his face. Whether it's Trey, whether it's Jimmy, can't give your quarterback, you know, a defender in his face when he's releasing the ball like this. Not much you can do there. 75 there, as you can see. Yeah, that's not on Lance. All right, so if the last pressure was not on Trey Lance, this one is, because you're going to want your rookie quarterback to know exactly where to go with the football. So whether that's game 4, whether that's game 8, game 12, game 16, he's going to have to know where his checkdowns are. And Kyle Shanahan actually talked a little bit about that after the game, where just let your playmakers do the work for you. You don't have to take every hit, and I agree with him. So let's talk about just the route concepts here. The Seahawks are in cover 2. They're showing pressure, but they're going to drop out of it. Flat, deep half, and then you're going to have 2 hook defenders in the middle of the field. So route concepts here, blaze out. They're going to run up, act like they're going inside, running out. Same concept with Deebo Samuel. He's going to run up, fake like he's coming in, go out. George Kittle is going to chip the defender, and then he's going to go to the flat. Mohamed Sanu is going to run an in-breaking route about 10 yards, and then Kyle Juszczyk is going to release, and he's going to be open in the flat. So Lance has to know when he gets to the top of the drop, which he does, and he gets pressured, which he does, he's going to have to release that to either one of his checkdowns. If they get it on 3rd and 10, great, but you don't want to take these hits that he takes on this play. And why is that? Because those are going to add up eventually. That sack I would put on Trey Lance. Let's watch the route concepts again, just from the top of the play, see what he sees. There's nobody open. Right now he gets chased. Instead of, running up, and there's nothing wrong with evading pressure and stepping up in the pocket, maybe he resets. He's looking this way. Let George Kittle have it. He has a ton of space. You're going to take Kittle against, whether it's this cornerback or this linebacker, or even if obviously he's not looking this way, but if he were to look this way, Juszczyk would be open, and then you have him against DJ Reed. Either way, I'm not guaranteeing that that's going to be a first down, but you want him to get rid of the ball in those situations and let his players make plays for him. Take a look at the front from the end zone view here. Step up and maybe reset. Like in dream world, 8 games from now, Lance is able to sense the pressure, slide a little bit, step up, reset, get rid of the ball, doesn't take this hit. Just has to keep his eyes up while he's scrambling. That's going to be something that I believe he fixed as the game went on as well. One thing that seemed pretty consistent in this game for Lance is when that first read wasn't there, whoever it was, he was just going to take off. So this is 3rd down, 3rd and 10. And again, the game is going to slow down for him. You would assume anyway. So on this play, Brandon Ayuk, bottom of the screen, is going to run off. Deebo Samuel is going to run up, and he's going to run in. 3rd and 10. Sanu is going to be probably the read here, and that's where Lance looks at first. He's going to run up here. They're just going to run a high-low concept. Sanu's open. Sanu's there. As soon as, to the top of the screen, Kittle's going to run a swirl route where he comes up, acts like he's running a corner, and then just stops. Sanu should be the read here. Once Lance sees opposite color flash, he just takes off. Hits the top of his drop, and he just takes off. 3rd and 10. I don't want to see him taking these type of hits. But again, there's no type of preparation for him, so it's tough to be mad at him. You can see this is a play where Trent Williams actually gets hurt as well. But I just want to show you where Sanu is. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Ball should come out. Again, I'm not guaranteeing that Sanu gets the first down here because of where the ball is. He's only like 6-7 yards, but he might. You hope the game slows down for Lance. Watch from the end zone view. Just watch that opposite color flash in his face. There's no doubt that there's pressure there. I'm not disagreeing with anybody who would say that. What I'm saying is just from a quarterback standpoint, I would want Lance hit the top of his drop, get rid of the ball. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be a superhero in this offense because there's playmakers all around you. One of the things that I loved just with inserting Lance into the game, not only did the running game get better, but Shanahan was way more aggressive throwing the ball down the field. He took more shots, tried to set up some play action, max protect. On this play, Deebo Samuel's going to run a little stutter go. He's going to run up, act like he's going in, and he runs up again. Brandon Ayuk to the bottom of the screen. He's going to do the same. He's going to actually widen his release and just run a vertical route. And on this play, I would love to see, again, down the line, because I'm not going to kill a 21-year-old having his first live NFL action. I would love to see Lance step up in the pocket in this scenario. So Seattle does a good job because it's max protect. And for the second time in this game, max protect, your quarterback should not have to flush the pocket. But a few things in this play that I would like to see from Lance. So start over. Once he gets to the top of the drop here, so as you can see, like he's beat. This should be a hold. Michael Glinchey clearly is holding. Step up in the pocket a little bit, assuming that he's not going to get held. But Trey Lance does a good job of, keeping the play alive. He has to be able to see this a little bit earlier. He sees the late crosser. DB makes a good play of getting his hands up. But I'd like to see him see the field sooner, see the field quicker. That way, Sanu has an opportunity to make that play. Again, right there. No reason that you should be giving up pressure on max protection when you not only have your offensive line, your 5 guys up front, but you leave your tight end and your running back in to protect him. So Good job of keeping your eyes down the field when you're scrambling this time. Maybe look him off. Good play by the defender, but has a big play right there. Just sees it a little too late. This is another third down, and this is where you can just tell that the wheels are spinning way too fast for Lance up top, where you want him to just get to his first read, get to his second read, make a play, let your guys make the play for you. But he hits the top of his drop, and he's just taking off. He's ready to roll. And when the game slows down, I don't think this will be a problem for him. Again, when you don't practice all week, it's tough to be mad at the player for not performing, for not executing the offense. So what we're going to get here is Kyle Juszczyk. He's going to come open, and he's going to be the check release running back out of the backfield. Mohamed Sanu in the slot. He's going to run to the flat. George Kittle's going to run up, and he's going to run a dig crossing route. And I believe this is Juwan Jennings, and he's going to run up, out, stop. So the swirl route that we've gone over a few times now. This is probably where the ball should go. If it doesn't go there, check it down to your running back, aka fullback, third down. Let your playmakers make a play for you. Neither of those things happen. As you can see, he's bouncing around in the pocket. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't know where he wants to go. I would love to know where Lance's eyes are on this play, but he's got to give his guys a chance. Hang in there. Relax, man. Play tall. Stand tall. Keep your feet in the ground. And make a play. Deliver a strike. Neither of those happen. You can see, because of his athleticism, he's able to, still make a play, come close to getting a first down here. Let's watch it from the end zone view. The wheels are really spinning, man. It'll slow down. He'll be fine. Honestly, not worried about it. And there are a lot of encouraging plays in this game, but when you throw a guy out there at halftime without much of a game plan, these are the type of plays that are going to happen. If anything, stay up for a yard or two more, and it's not 4th and 2, as you can see there. I thought that Trey Lance was actually had the best pocket movement out of any draft eligible quarterback last year. And once the game does slow down for him, plays like these will be a piece of cake. So you're going to see just a couple of deep post route, he's going to convert this into a post route. Mohamed Sanu in the slot. Brandon Ayuk is going to come wide open on a deep dig right here, as has been the case throughout this whole breakdown. Brandon Ayuk, once he sees that color flash, he's going to drop his eyes, and he's looking to scramble. In an ideal world, again, game 4, game 8, game 12, game 16, Trey Lance sees this color flash, slides up in the pocket, resets, and hits Brandon Ayuk coming wide open over the middle. He's relying on his athleticism because there was no practice, no preparation. I understand. But if this does continue to be a theme, then, that would be a problem. I don't think it will be, because I view him, and I viewed him as more of a pocket passer, easy for me to say. So rewind it here again. See the color flash. I think this is actually a clean pocket where he doesn't have to go anywhere. Look at that pocket. He can just slide up, subtly move, climb the pocket, get rid of the ball. These are the plays that I think Lance will be able to make, and this is why I think he will be successful at the NFL level. So Debo is just going to run a deep dig right here. Trey Lance is going to step up in the pocket, and instead of scrambling when he does see the opposite color flash, he's going to keep his eyes down the field, deliver a rocket. Phew. We've actually seen Debo make that catch several times already this year. He doesn't. He knows he dropped it. Defender might have got a hand on there, but either way, this is progress for Lance in the game without reps. Steps up, just gives him a chance. Just incomplete. This is a play that should get you excited about Trey Lance's future. These type of plays are the reason why the 49ers did take Lance number 3 overall. So as I mentioned earlier, Shanahan was stretching the field both vertically and horizontally with Lance. This play, cover 2 from Seattle. So flat, deep half. Deebo Samuel's going to run up, and he's going to run in. Juszczyk is going to run out. He's going to run a turn route. Kittle's going to split the safeties on a seam route. So he's going to get over the linebacker, and then he's going to work towards the middle of the goalpost. Lance does a good job, so he's going to get pressure. Jalen Moore gets beat here. Lance is going to get pressure. He's unbothered by the opposite color. So again, we are seeing progress in the game. As he's getting reps, he's getting better. What a novel concept. So, as I mentioned, he's going to get beat. He's going to get pressure. Not fazed by that. Watch when he lets this ball go. Drop back, step, hits the top of his drop. So the ball is coming out of his hands just as Kittle clears the linebacker. Great play by Jamal Adams. Kittle probably knows he should hang on to that. Let's look at it from the end zone view so just to get a better idea of how Lance hung in there, how he played tall, kept his cleats in the ground, just unbothered by pressure here. That's a touchdown. That is a dime. Just a great process quarterback play all around, just from, not being bothered by pressure. Delivering a strike where it needs to be, playing with anticipation. No, understands his cover two. Yeah, it's a money ball. Easy to get hype when he makes plays like this. Aside from, obviously, his athletic ability. All right, so right here, and this is pretty much the end of the breakdown. A way that you can kind of form the pocket for your rookie QB is you can have split back and you can release Kyle Juszczyk right off the edge. That way he can chip the edge defender. You can know where your help is, whether it's Kittle on this side, whether he's out as a receiver. You can kind of form where Lance can step up and maybe you have to leave Michael Glinchey by himself. Hopefully, number 71's back out here, and this guy's on the other side next week, and they are chipping Chandler Jones, and Trey Lance can step up in his pocket. Anyway, the point stands where this is actually a good schematic thing that Shanahan did throughout the game where he would leave a running back to protect Jalen Moore, and that would allow Trey Lance to kind of form his own pocket, form the pocket and step up into it. But throughout the game, this is the fourth and 10 run where, again, you see the athletic ability that Trey Lance has, converts 4th and 10 on his own. As we go throughout the season, if Lance does play, he will have to rely on his legs at times. You need to use that mobile, that scramble ability, but you want to see him make plays in the pocket. And as the game went on in this game, he did a really good job of settling in. And that was to be expected because, again, he didn't practice. He didn't have any sort of game plan put together for him. You'll see his touchdown throw on this play. He's going to have some gimmies, and he's going to have to learn how to take those. Once he learns how to do that, once he learns the offense, once he learns where every route is from his first read to his final check down, I think there's no doubt that he has a chance to be special. It might take a while to get there, but I'm pretty confident that he will. First game is probably going to be against Arizona, against the MVP. No pressure.